In this video, we take on our arch nemesis Shaq, coach of the Atlanta Adhesive. Will our life orb Chien-Pao be enough to suck the life out of his team, or will we wither away? This is KPL Week 1. So here we are with our Week 1 match of the Kitakami Premier League against our good friend Shaq, or our mortal enemy arch nemesis, depending on how you look at it. Let's just make sure that we are able to write down the mons that he brought so we can keep track of moves and things. So we see the Talonflame, which is expected. We see the Ogre Pawn, Wellspring, that was expected. The Regieleki, which we expected. The Archaludon, which we probably over prepared for. I think if it didn't come, it would be a surprise. The Urshifu, which we expected, and then the Florges is honestly a surprise. I think instead of Florges, I would have expected that Pelipper. Because Pelipper is not here, my plan was to lead with our Rava. I think I'm going to lead with our Hugh. I'm thinking that the Regieleki will be the lead and he'll try to get up screens or something. The only problem here is that Earth is really hard to plan for, and I didn't want to bring Rabombi. I didn't think Rabombi was a good enough answer. So hopefully we can just get enough residual damage off with something else. But good luck, have fun to my good long friend Shaq. I don't think I've ever beat Shaq before. I think every time we go against each other, he always wins. So right now we are battling. It's 12:46 in the morning, and I've just been sick for the last 2 weeks too. So if I lose, I'm blaming it on those things. But if I win, I'm saying I won despite those things. So Starry Night, ooh, so we see the Florges lead against our Toad Scroll. He could be Terra Fire, he could be, I think he's Terra Steel too, right? Terra Steel and Fairy. Against a Toad Scroll, we are Assault Vest. So Florges, if he's Choice Specs, Moonblast does 38%, Earth Power does 22%. Our plan was always to go into Scarlet on this, so I think we're just gonna switch out into Scarlet. Scarlet was our plan for this. The only thing that could really hurt with the Scarlet would be the Psychic Noise or like a Psychic or anything. But Scarlet, oh my god, Scarlet is huge, honestly. I didn't expect the Scarlet to be out like that. So Scarlet, and then we see it has leftovers. It goes for the substitute. It could go for a Call Mine. Physical. We are physical. So that is good to know. Poison Jab, in case he's Terra Steel. Would Terra Steel work on the, oh my god, the substitute? So if he Terra Steels, I think it's just too soon to over predict. And I don't know what good Terra Steel would do to him. Maybe for the Chien-Pao. But I think we're okay. Should we predict or should we not predict? Do we Earthquake? I think it's too early to predict. So we're going to Poison Jab. So he goes for the Calm Mind. Okay. I see the Calm Mind come out. We're going to go for our Poison Jab, which should break its, but we got to keep track. He's +1 special offense, +1 special attack. So we go for the Poison Jab. Physical move. It does destroy the sub. Awesome. I kind of want to predict him to go out into the Archaludon, and because he doesn't want to take another Poison Jab, so I think maybe we go for an Earthquake. Does Earthquake break the substitute? Oh wait, if he does stay in, Earthquake should break his substitute. So Earthquake is okay, we'll go for Earthquake. Let's see what he goes for. Talonflame, maybe. I think Archaludon's the only thing that doesn't want to take like a Poison Jab. What does it do to Archaludon if he's like the standard Assault Vest? It goes 25%, 27 maximum, so around there. So let's see. This Swallow is so crazy. So he does withdraw. What is he gonna go into? Let's see. He goes into Flame On. So that's probably the Talonflame. He does go into the Talonflame. Okay, so he could U-turn out, but so our answer to Talonflame is always the Arsaka. We always plan for this to be our answer to Talonflame. And then so maybe we'll be able to get a T-Wave off on something. Sorry, I gotta cough. Excuse me, sorry. I'm still new to this editing. I don't even know how I'm gonna edit that cough out. But So we'll switch out into our Slow King. We do have to be careful with the Water Absorb, and we do have to be careful with our Thunder Wave. So I'm not sure what he would want to go for after he U-turns out. Oh, he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. Oh, wait. Oh, and he misses. So sorry about that. If I were him, I would probably go into Regieleki. Just because with all the things, like we can't Scald, we can't, because of Water Reserve, we can't Thunder Wave because of the Regieleki. I think the safest bet is to Chilly Reception out. And then we'll get the Snow up. Maybe we'll want to go into Chien-Pao and get that boost. So he goes into Narrows. So the Archelodon comes out. We go for Chilly Reception. And then he did bring a Fairy type, and he did not Terrastallize it. So Toadscruel might be our best bet, just so we can go for like a knockoff. It's Assault Vest if it is one, and be able to do a lot more damage. Oh, but what if we get like a Flame Body Burn? What if he goes into Talonflame? We get a Flame Body Burn. Well, we are special, right? So let's go for our knockoff. Let's see what he wants to go for. Maybe he'll go out into the Ogerpon, because it doesn't like lose its item. But is he expecting? What does this thing do to Ogerpon? Oh, and I just dropped my controller. That's not a good sign. So he does switch out. The Blue Spirit comes in, so that is the Ogerpon as expected. We go for the knockoff, which does very little. Our Ogerpon check is our Corviknight, so we're gonna go into our Corviknight. He might. I know the Fire Ogerpon gets like, what is it? Rock Tomb and maybe Stone Edge and some rock type coverage, but we resist grass and water type moves, I believe. It's a little early in the game to set up, so I don't know if he goes for like a Swords Dance or Trailblaze or anything, but Corviknight should be able to take anything that he's going for. We are a Rocky Helmet too, so if he wants to U-turn out, then he'll take some more residual damage. This just looks so cool with the snow. I don't know why I'm like shivering. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just a little nervous to be going against Shaq as always. Me and Shaq are in the PWBC together. We've been in a handful of leagues together. Feel free to go and check out his YouTube channel. I know I'll definitely be watching to see what he's doing on the other end. So he does go for the Swords Dance. He is getting a little greedy. So the Ogerpon Wellspring Swords Dance against the Corviknight, +2 attack. Let's just say he's adamant for the sake of it. Ivy Cudgel does 83% to us maximum. I don't think he stays in. Like, why would you stay in? He is faster than us. If he stays in, we would probably, I don't know what we would do. So if we stay in and U-turn, it does half. Could we go into our Chien-Pao? And yeah, Chien-Pao could KO it. So we're gonna stay in. We're gonna U-turn out. I don't think so. Yes, perfect. So that could have been a pivotal moment there, depending on what he goes for. So let's pray we don't get a Flame Body Burn. No Flame Body Burn, please. Fingers crossed. So we U-turn out. We break the Gale Wings. No Flame Body Burn. It's awesome. We're gonna go back into our. Is now the time to go into Raging Bolt? Raging Bolt against Talonflame. Which one is faster? So Talonflame is faster. I think Slow King is still our safest. Slow King is still the safest thing here. If he goes into Regieleki, he did not go into Regieleki last time. He could very well go into Regieleki this time. I do not want Regieleki to be in, because then we have to get rid of the screens. So I think I'm going to Chilly Reception again. Once Regieleki is down, or once Ogerpon is down, it'll be free for me to go for something like T-Wave or Scald. But until then, I'm just not going to be able to make that kind of move. So he does switch out. He's playing very safe. He is not making any crazy calls. Goes into Narrows again, which is the Archelodon. So we're telling her a bad joke. Chilly Reception fails, but we are still going to be able to switch out. So we come back to us. Imagine if it fails and you can't switch out. That would be a crazy mechanic. So we're going to go back into... Can Chien-Pao Sacred Sword just Oko the Archelodon? Because that would save... That'd be awesome. No, it cannot. What if we go into Rava and just start calm minding? Would that be dumb? I don't think it'd be dumb. Yeah, let's do it. So we're gonna go into Rava. We do have the Haban berry. We go into a Raging Bolt just so we can start to diversify. And we did bring Rava specifically for this. So let me just look at his team one more time before I get crazy. So Urshifu might OHKO us, honestly. We don't have much physical defense. So Urshifu with the Choice Band against Raging Bolt does not, it will do 91 maximum. So just, I think I want a Thunderbolt trying to predict the floor just coming in. So let's Thunderbolt. Oh, okay. So he stays in. What does he go for? He'll probably go for Draco Meteor, honestly. But we have our Haban Berry. So he goes for Draco. We eat our Haban Berry. It should not do too much. Oh, perfect. Exactly. And so he's going to drop in 2x2 on his special defense. Now we'll go for our own Draco Meteor now. Maybe now floor just comes out and I'm being dumb, but we just really want damage on this for sure. So floor just could come out easily. Swallow is the easiest answer for floor just comes out, and you see he's thinking about it. He's like, can that do more damage? Oh my god, if we didn't predict there and we just went for the Draco Meteor, we'd be in such good shape. And so let's lock back in. Let's try to focus on what we're doing and why we're doing it. So floor just could come in here. Urshifu could come in here. He has enough damage on us now where it's like Urshifu can clean up. I think that's what he's trying to do, is get enough damage on everything to have Urshifu be able to come in. So he stays in. We go for our own Draco Meteor. It does that much. What does he go for? Gets another stamina boost. What does he go for? He goes for Body Press, which does that much. And then so we should... We should be able to go for our own Draco Meteor. Hopefully we land it, and then Toadscruel should be able to come in and clean this up. Raging Bolt was like our best thing in this game, but I think I pigeonholed it and was like, I'm only going to be using Raging Bolt against our Chaladon. So that does suck that we are letting our Raging Bolt go down much, but the fact that we are able to get so much damage off on the Archaladon is going to be huge. So I think if this lands, then he'll be down to like 25%. Oh, okay. What is he going to switch out to? So he switches out into William Zabka. So that is the Urshifu. Draco Meteor comes out, and it does, okay, a little close to half. Now this is where we're good. Priority always does me terrible. So Sucker Punch versus Thunderclap. Which one goes first? So Sucker Punch is dependent on, someone says, why did Sucker Punch fail when I use Thunderclap? So Thunderclap should go first against Urshifu, and it looks like it's going to do about half. So it's going to bring it down, and then our Chien-Pao should be able to take it down with Ice Shard. So let's go for Thunderclap, and then boom, Thunderclap comes out. Oh my god, it didn't do anything. That is so bulky. Oh my gosh, okay. So is Thunderclap a special move? I thought Thunderclap was physical. Maybe that is where the problem is. So let me just write that down in my note that Urshifu KOs Raging Bolt with U-turn. Okay, and let's check on that so I know for the future. So Regieleki comes out. Thunderclap is a special move. Okay, that makes sense. So the Regieleki is out. We are going into our Hue, which has always been our plan for Regieleki. I don't know if he wants to stay in, but I really can't handle screens going up, so we're gonna go for an Earth Power. So okay, he does withdraw. Probably into the Talonflame. Blue Spirit comes out. So we're seeing that the Blue Spirit is primarily his check to the what is it called? The Toadscruel, our Hue. Corviknight is still our check to the Ogerpon, so we're gonna go out to Corviknight. Hopefully he goes for an attacking move this time, and we can get our Rocky Helmet off and do some damage there. If he goes for U-turn, wouldn't be great, just because nothing that he has we really want it to come in. So Ivy Cudgel comes in, it does about a quarter. 399 to 264. How much is that? 399 to 264 is about 135. And does anything want to take a Brave Bird? I don't know if anything does want to take a Brave Bird. So we are going to turn out. We don't expect them to stay in. We're going to turn out. Maybe the Urshifu comes in and it's going to get a defense drop. Oh no, I keep forgetting about this. Please, no Flame Body. Oh, but we're expecting Gale Wings, right? So if it is Gale Wings, then... Oh, he got it. Oh my gosh. Okay, that is not fun for us at all. So your Talonflame comes out. Does Chien-Pao do anything to the Talonflame, really? Our Chien-Pao to the Talonflame. We're doing like 50 with our move, so we're gonna go into this, and we're just gonna chilly out, really. But if we do chilly out, what would we go into? Probably into this and Thunder Punch, where we Terra Water and Thunder Punch. So chilly reception. Maybe he's starting to read. If he stays in, we don't want our Swallet getting burned, so we would have to go into a special attacker like Toad Scroll, which isn't great, but that would be allow us to keep our Swallet, because we need the Swallet around for the Florges, because we don't want the Florges. We already saw the Calm Mind and the Substitute. We don't want the Florges being able to set up on us like that. So but hopefully he switches out. If he stays in, I guess like good move and prediction on his end. So he does switch out. Great. We are gonna get our chili off. We're gonna get our ice ice on. So Regieleki comes out. We're gonna switch into our Toad Scroll will be what we go for. And if we brought rocks this game, like it looks like neither of us brought rocks, but all the switching that both of us are doing would be... Have we lost two? I was about to say, have we lost 2 mons? Because I wasn't keeping track of that. How much does Giga Drain do to Talonflame from? Probably nothing really from Toad Scroll, because it's quad resisted. So we still just can't let it get anything up. So we're gonna go for an Earth Power at this point. We do not want to reflect up at all. So the Blue Spirit comes out. We knew that was gonna come out. It came out every time, but we are slowly chipping away at it. So now it's about half. Oh, that was a quick crit. That is awesome. So does Toad Scroll? Toad Scroll doesn't outspeed. It might, honestly, because Toad Scroll is pretty fast. But we are going to go into our burned Kuvira, which is not great. Maybe instead of you turning out on the switch, we'll be able to go for a Roost at this point, just because we're getting so low. So we do see the Sword Stance. So because we see the Sword Stance, I feel like we need to go for damage. What is this thing called? The Ogerpon. It might be able to take us out, honestly, at this point. So Ogerpon Wellspring +2 versus Corviknight. Ivy Cudgel does 76%, it looks like, if he's max attack +2. And we're at 240 HP. 240 HP, we're at 60. So it looks like Ivy Cudgel is going to be a guaranteed kill. But we will be able to get some damage off with Rocky Helmet, and then Chien-Pao will probably be able to come in and take it out. Yep. So that is exactly what we'll be able to do. In case he does switch out, maybe we U-turn. How much do? U-turn does 34 to 451. So we are gonna let's go for the Roost in case he wants to switch out. He stays in and probably takes us out. Yep. But he does get some Rocky Helmet. So Ogerpon KOs Corviknight with Ivy Cudgel. We're gonna go into our Chien-Pao. Ogerpon Wellspring versus Chien-Pao in the snow, and we're definitely faster. Ivy Cudgel in the snow. Sacred Sword is 100% accurate and should take it out from this range. So we're gonna go for Sacred Sword. Maybe the Talonflame comes out. So yep, Sacred Sword comes out and takes it out. Perfect. So that is our first kill of the game. Chien-Pao KO Ogerpon with Sacred Sword. So we are not we're not losing 6. We are not getting 6-0 today, which is awesome. What is coming out now? Hopefully it is not the Starry Night. So the Florges comes out now. Florges against the Chien-Pao, and its Calm Mind. Yeah, it is not looking like our Icicle Crash would be doing much, and Moonblast would definitely take us out. So we're going to go into our Milo, which we always plan to do, which is why we brought this thing. We go into our Milo. Maybe he Terras here. Maybe this is where the Terra Steel comes out, or even the Terra Fire goes for the Moonblast. Moonblast does very little, does not do anything to our friend. He still does have that Archaludon left. He still has so much left. Oh my gosh. But I think we should still feel free going for the Poison Jab in case or the Thunder Punch in case Talonflame wants to come out. Does Poison Jab do much too? Because I just don't want if the Talonflame comes out and we get another Flame Body Burn, that is not good. So Swallow versus Florges versus Talonflame. Thunder Punch does not do really anything. Okay, so I'm okay going for the Earthquake, trying to get something out. So he does withdraw. Hopefully this is the Archaludon that comes out. So Flame on. So is the Talonflame comes out. We go for the Earthquake. Nothing too crazy. We're going to switch into our Slowking, which is always our Talonflame answer. Maybe he's going to try to get a Will-O-Wisp or something, or try to get another. Oh, so he does withdraw. What is he withdrawing to? Zabka. So the William Zabka, which is the what is that? The Urshifu. Let's just say worst case scenario. We know he's not Life Orb. Choice Band versus our Slowking. So Wicked Blow would do 75%. And Scald would do 38 to 41. So we're gonna go, what do we do? Do we T-Wave here? Because if we T-Wave, and the combination of T-Wave Sucker Punch does not do anything. So I think we can Scald here and then get a kill with our Chien-Pao's Ice Shard. So he goes for the Wicked Blow. He sees our Cobra Berry. It should not take us out. Oh, it does 173. Oh, and it was, oh, well, it crits every time, doesn't it, right? So we go for Scald. Scald takes it out. So we are slowly getting ourselves back into this game. So slow KO Urshifu with Scald. Great. So if I were him, now I'd go into Regieleki and try to get some screens up and try to get Florges or something to be able to clean up. Because did I put Brick Break on Swallow? Yes, I did. Awesome. Because at first I thought my only way to remove screens was can we T-Wave this? Can we T-Wave Florges? Will we be able to survive anything? Oh, but I don't want it to go for the, go for the substitute. So we are going to go into our Milo, as always. Excuse me, sorry. Maybe he'll go into Talonflame again, but if he does, we'll be able to go back into our, what is it? Slowking, yes. I wish I brought a Toxic or something, because this is not looking good once the, if this gets burned, specifically. So, or a special move, because at first I was mixed, but then I thought about Calm Mind. So let's just go for the Poison Jab. Maybe we'll get a Poison off. Oh, so we see a Terra. It's probably going to be Terra Steel to resist the poison, right? So it's Terra. Oh, it's Terra Fire. Interesting. All right, so Terra Fire comes out. So poison is no longer super effective. So it goes for a second Calm Mind. Oh my gosh. Okay. So +2 attack, +2 special attack. We go for our Poison Jab. Can we get a poison? After he got all those burns, we can't get a single poison. So Swallow, +2 special. Oh, I'm adding. It's +2 special attack and +2 special event. So Moonblast is still only doing 18%. We haven't seen Psychic Noise yet, so we're gonna go for Earthquake and see how much that's gonna do. So it goes for Terra Blast Fire. How much is that gonna do? Doesn't do too much at all. So we're gonna Earthquake. How much does this do to? Not too much either. So we're both just not doing much to each other to begin with. Does he have Wish? He probably has Wish. You can't be this without Wish. So I think we're just gonna keep trying to get a poison. That seems like the most logical step. So it's Terra Fire, right? So let me just put that in the calc. So it's Terra Fire. Yeah, so Earthquake is our most damaging move, but I think we just need a poison on this. I think that's what we need. So he goes for Terra Blast. We are Terra Water. We can Terra into our own. Oh my gosh, that did so much. Okay, so we're gonna Poison Jab, Terra Blast. Can we get a poison? Oh my god, we cannot get a poison. Okay, does Moonblast or Terra Blast do more? Terra Blast. So let's go for Earthquake, and because if he kills us, we'll be able to go into our Chien-Pao and get some damage off. So this shouldn't kill us. I think we'll be able to take, yep, we're able to take one more. We go for Earthquake. This does a lot. That was a crit. No, it wasn't. Oh, that's just how much it was doing. Okay. It may go for a Wish here, or go for a Talonflame, go into Talonflame or something. But so we are going to, we don't need to save this at all. We are going to go in. We're just going to Poison Jab. We don't need a Terra Water. He goes for Terra Blast. And so Chien-Pao should be able to come in and KO this with the Sacred Sword. Great. Could also, Toad Scroll isn't doing much in this, just because it's the +2. So we need a physical attacker. So Chien-Pao, we're going to, oh wait, let's make sure we write that down. So Floor KOs Swalot with Terra Blast. So we go into our Chien-Pao, and does Talonflame? I'm still so worried about the flame body. And we're gonna go for Sacred Sword because that is the most effective. It does withdraw. What is it going to? Probably Talonflame. Flame on. We are praying for no flame body. We are praying for no body. Please, no flame body. Does it flame body? Okay, thank God. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So as always, we're gonna go into our Slowking. That's what we always do. We're gonna go into our Slowking. Maybe it's gonna switch out into Regieleki and expect us to go into our Slowking. But we are slowly whittling down our Talonflame. I wasn't looking at how much it does, but we are doing 59 to Talonflame with an Icicle Crash. Still not there, so he goes for the win and he misses. Okay. Ogerpon is gone, so we can freely go for a Skull, right? We can freely go for a Skull this time. This is the first time that we're able to do that. So he has 2 mons down. Let me make sure I got them down. So the Florges is gone. No, not the Florges. Gifu is gone. And the Ogerpon is gone. So now all he has left is the Talonflame, the Regieleki, the Archaladon, and the Florges. So he goes out into the Archaladon. We go for Skull. Can we get a burn? He gets the stamina boost. And no, we cannot. So we're gonna go into our Hue, which we have kept up for this moment. We should be able to take 1 hit from our Archaladon. Just 1, not 2, just 1. So our Toad Scroll versus, and we outspeed a 0 speed. We outspeed a 0 speed investment Archaladon. So he's +1 defense. +1 defense body press does about 50% to us, which is a lot. He goes for a Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor does not do really anything. So now he knows that we're Assault Vest. And we really want some on Talonflame, right? But last time he stayed in any body press, so I don't really want that. So we're gonna Earth Power. He'll probably go out into Talonflame. Oh my god. And so see, I'm just too nervous to make the prediction. So Flame On comes out. We are, every time we switch out, we are getting better with our Regenerator on our Slowking though. So we are gonna switch into our Slowking, which is now at full health. If I were him, I'd probably hard switch into Regieleki right now and get my screens up. But let's see, he'll probably go for another Will-O-Wisp, trying to get us on a timer. He does go for the Will-O-Wisp. He does land it this time, which is good for him, I guess. And then we have to go for Skull, because if we Chili out and he stays, then something dies. So we have to go for Skull. We're slowly getting damage on the things that he have left. I don't think that this is like a completely lost game. I don't think we've lost this game at all. I think Regieleki is going to be hard to break through, so he stays in, goes for Roost. So he loses the flying type, so this Scald is going to do even more damage. So we go for Skull, and it almost takes him out. Perfect. So he stays in. We're going to go for another Scald, because there's nothing wrong with getting a second Scald off. And he switches out. If we had rocks, oh my god, if we had rocks. He's probably heavy duty bow, so goes into Narrows again. Can we get a burn? Goes for Skull. It does very little damage. Gets a boost, no burn. How much does Draco Meteor do to our Slowking? We're physically defensive. Electro Shot would take us out. So we are going to go into our Toad Scroll. We're slowly... I think he's won this. Just because with the Toad Scroll is the only thing left we have for the Regieleki. And so we're just slowly losing the things that we have. So he goes for the Draco Meteor. You see, now we're at half. And we could Giga Drain. Giga Drain is not doing really anything right. And so, just because he can take us out from here, I think we're going to go for the Earth Power. Oh my gosh, him and his switches. This is crazy. Okay, so Starry Night comes in. So he's sacking Florida. So we go for Earth Power. Starry Night comes in, and it is gone. So Toad Scroll KO Florida with Earth Power. Okay, now we're back to a 3v3. It's not a great 3v3. It's not our favorite 3v3. So Flame, Mion comes out. How much is like Earth Power and Knockoff and all those things doing? So Toad Scroll versus... Is Talonflame faster? Talonflame is way faster. Okay, so Talonflame. None of that is KOing Talonflame. So he's going to be able to switch out. He's going to be able to go for a... So we're going to go into our Hue. We're going to go into... we're leaving Hue. Oh my gosh, what am I saying? And we're going to be able to go into our Slowking. He's going to go for a Roost. Oh, he goes for Overheat. He's trying to... Okay, so he goes for that. We get our burn. We're going to go for a Scald. He'll probably go back out into his... which he does. Yep, narrows the Archaludon. He goes out into the Archaludon. Great, yep. I think there's a way in which we Archaludon versus Slow, and Electro Shot is a multi-hit move. So I think there's a way in which we win if we're able to get a he goes with Rigo, we stay in. It does not take us out. Great. So I think there's a way in which we win if we are able to get a Sword Stance off with our Chien-Pao. So the snow, Archaludon, Chien-Pao, and the snow. In the snow. Body Press does not KO us. Do we want to risk it? Archaludon in the snow. Oh, but he could have Flash Cannon. He could have all these things. Okay, yeah. So we're just going to go back into our Hue. I think just with the Talonflame. Oh my gosh, with the Talonflame being so low. If we get into +1 and then Giga Drain, I think that would be okay. So we're gonna Rapid Spin to get to +1 against the Talonflame. That'll do some damage. And then Giga Drain should, in a perfect world, take it out. But Knock does more damage. Okay. Knockoff does the most damage. So we're gonna knock off. There we go for Knockoff. Oh, damn it! What does it go for? It goes for Roost. Okay. Great. Oh, because we're burned. Oh, yep. So we're gonna go into our Slowking. He goes for Roost again. We're gonna slack off because we need to get our health up too. I got so into this battle that I fully forgot I was recording. So there's gonna be some post comment or something. Duh. He switches out into the Flame on. Still, this is just so annoying. I don't even know what to say at this point. Because I got so into the battle here, I am just going to do some post commentary talking about some of the plays that were made here and why they were made, if I remember. But right now we have this burned Toad Scroll in front of the Talonflame. We go Slowking on this every day. We are always going Slowking on this. It looks like he's now in a position to make a prediction that's out. He switches out into that Archaludon that's already so low. We've seen before that our Slowking can take a Thunderbolt, and we are at pretty good health. So it all depends on what exactly he wants to do. Do we want to give him that stamina boost if we give him a hit? Do we want to chilly out? Is our health more important? So Thunderbolt, let's just see what he wants to go for. Bring this down, and then we're going to slack off in order to get some of that health back. It does look like he is willing to let this go down or at least take some more damage, but what are we going to do? We're going to Chilly Reception out, just to switch out on this thing and start to threaten it with something else. We are starting to get so low with our Toad Scroll though, that as we get to that point, we are going to be not just taking damage, but also taking burn. So we're at 64. But I think now we're safe to go into our Chien-Pao and just do some and try to clean this game up. So Chien-Pao, like on the snow stop. So if we were just one turn off, that would be so much better. Sacred Sword does great against this. He could go into Slow King. Go into Talonflame. So we're gonna go into Slow King, predicting the Talonflame to come out, and especially because we don't want to get a burn on our Chien-Pao, because that would be a definite way to lose. So he is gonna switch out, which is what we expected. Hopefully he switches out into the Talonflame. Yep, he switches out into the Talonflame. And now we are in a good position to get some damage off on this. So we could go for a Thunder Wave, maybe, trying to damage it. We could go for a Scald. I think Thunder Wave might be smart, thinking about the end game. But he's switching out. What's he going to go into? He's going to go into the Archaludon. Both the Archaludon and the Slow King are already super slow. Well, Archaludon is definitely faster than the Slow King. I think it still might even be faster with the paralysis, but hopefully with the paralysis we get some full paras, and that'll allow Slow King to do a bit more. We are getting a little low on health, so that regenerator is going to come in handy. It is paralyzed, which is our saving grace, because a Thunderbolt would have brought us down to maybe like the red for sure. So we are going to Chilly Reception out, get that snow up again for the Chien-Pao, and then we just have the decision of going into Chien-Pao here or going into our Toad Scroll. The Chien-Pao keeps tempting me. Maybe it's time. Is it time? Do we think it's time? He's running some calc, so he should take a secret. Against a Talonflame. Talonflame does need some damage on it. And we're just thinking here. I think at the end, we're just going to decide to play it safe when we go into our Toad. Against the Toad Scroll, we're going to take some no rocks. We're going to take some burn damage. This game would be so different if either of us got our rocks up. But we could Earth Power, we could Giga Drain, try to get some health back. It looks like that's what we're going to do. I was predicting the Talonflame to come in here. So I was hoping that the Talonflame would come here and we would get some health. I did not think he would stay with the Archaludon. So now he has the defense boost, which is even scarier, and he is fully carried. So that is like our saving grace after this. We get the burn. We do die in the next 2 turns, probably. We go for Earth Power. Now looking back at it, this is probably a safe switch for him to go into Talonflame. But Flame 1 comes out, yep. And so we wasted an Earth Power and our time. I really struggle with keeping track of abilities. So at this point of the game, I remember, even though he's burned 2 of my Mon, especially the Hue from Flame Body, at this point, I'm still worried about Gale Wings. And so I'm still thinking he needs to take damage so he's not at full health, so that he can not have priority moves. Even though I know he's Flame Body and I've seen the Flame Body. So this is a huge misplay on my part. The Regieleki comes out, and we know once the Toad Scroll goes down, the Regieleki really wins this thing. The Regieleki wins for sure, because Toad Scroll was our really our only answer to the Regieleki. We're gonna go for Skull. We're just going for damage. Maybe he'll switch into the Archaludon. He goes for the Volt Switch, and it just takes us out. And that really basically seals our fate, unless we can get some crits off with Chien-Pao. He could go back into his Talonflame or his Archaludon. We see the Talonflame come out. And again, I'm thinking it's Gale Wings, even though I've seen the Flame Body. So I'm not doing great here. Our Hue is low. It dies to Talonflame, anything that Talonflame wants to do, and it will die to burn. So we are just going to go in here and try to do something. We're just going to try to do anything. So we're going to knock off. We see the Will-O-Wisp come off. Hue is already burned. He's trying to predict the Chien-Pao. We knock off, get some damage. It's a crit. It doesn't do much because we're burned, and then we die to burn. So now it is Chien-Pao versus the world. We see, and so at this point, I'm feeling good because I know he doesn't have a priority move with Gale Wings, but he never had Gale Wings to begin with. So I'm just not playing my best. We go into Chien-Pao. Ice Shard does not kill. Nothing I have. So my only move here, if I'm looking to win, is to go for a Sword Stance. That is my only move. Because overheat, flamethrower, flare blitz, all of those kill. So I go for my sword stance and hopes that I can live something. I wish the snow was up. It's not up. He goes for overheat and
nope,
and misses. This miss is huge. It really brings me back into the game. And so now I think that an icicle crash KOs it. I think and no, I know an icicle crash KOs it. I think I take some time right here to calc it. Icicle crash is going to come off, and I don't remember if he switches or not. So we are going to find out together. So he is going to switch out. He is going to switch into his Archaludon. This might take the Archaludon out depending on his spread, but it does actually. So the Archaludon, as a result of Chien-Pao's Ice Shard, we lose some more HP, so Life Orb is just bringing us down. We see the Flame On come out, and so we know that Ice Shard does take this thing out. I'm not Ice Shard. Icicle Crash will be able to take this thing out. And then it'll be a 1v1 versus the Regieleki and the Chien-Pao. Right, so that goes out. Against the Chien and the Regieleki, we only have Ice Shard. We do not have Sucker Punch. The reason behind that is because I hate Sucker Punch shenanigans. I did not want to have to go back and forth with, oh, am I Sucker Punch? Am I not going to Sucker Punch? I just want to get my priority move off. So I ran Ice Shard. My calc shows that Ice Shard kills if he has 0 bulk. I mean, if he's max HP. So max HP, 0 bulk anywhere else. It shows that it kills. So we go for the Ice Shard, and he lived. So after talking with Shaq afterwards, we found out he lived on 8 HP. And then from there, it's GG's to Shaq. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you like videos like this, sorry this was a long one. Please leave a like, subscribe, and remember to stay on brand.